Hello everyone, back to do another video. Hello listeners. So this is now the season premiere of season 2 of the Killer comedy, the 1316 Killer series. And I was going to do a recap of the first season, or what has basically happened with the Killer's channel over the last couple of months. And it occurred to me that this wasn't necessary because the Killer had there is on my channel a playlist of videos, and there are about 19 videos covering the last few months of activity on Killer's channel, and basically my kind of analysis of what has been happening with his channel. So it occurred to me that it made more sense to direct people to my playlist so they can go back and watch all the videos. And the most popular video in that set has 4.7 thousand views. So clearly there is a big interest in Killer. And if you go to Killer's channel, you will notice that he regularly gets about an average of 500 views a video. And it's also a special occasion because Killer has now achieved 1,000 subscribers on his new channel, Killer Comedy Unleashed. And that channel has only existed for about a month. So that is a very impressive display of interest that the audience has invested in Killer's channel. So I think that's something interesting to consider. So what I wanted to do was to raise a few issues of interest in this video and have a bit of a brief discussion about the Killer and what makes him so interesting and what makes him successful on YouTube. So as I've just mentioned a moment ago, Killer's achieved 1,000 subs in 1 month, and that is a very impressive feat. I've been on YouTube the channel itself has existed for a couple of years, but did not do anything really. I didn't upload any videos. You do have to have an account if you want to kind of like and subscribe to anyone, and there were a few YouTube channels that I really wanted to kind of get regular updates from, so that was why I did that. And then I was prompted by a friend to start putting videos up, especially of my audio recordings, because that was something in which I was interested. And having discovered the Killer, I find him quite interesting, and I find his videos quite interesting to make videos about, and I get the opportunity to indulge in my quote-unquote analysis and snark. Now, what I wanted to consider was, why is it the case that someone like the Killer can achieve 1,000 subscribers in 1 month, or just over a month? And I think that his success is likely to have been achieved through a network of interested individuals, myself included, who proliferate the 1316 Killer, Killer Comedy, Killer Polycarp Comedy, and Killer Comedy Unleashed branding, as well as promoting his channel and talking about his channel and getting comments back from him as well. So that kind of links my channel to his channel. And it's nice to have a rapport with someone, hopefully a kind of creative respect. So he clearly has a strong following on YouTube. So what makes him so popular or interesting? And I think that part of that has to do with this quote-unquote satire, or his approach to satire. Is it satire? And this debate has formed a central part of my videos, where I will go back and we'll have a debate about whether or not we can interpret what the Killer does in his videos as satire. Obviously there are a couple of videos now on his channel that are not satire. They are to be taken as quote unquote normal or straight videos, where there is no what did he call it now? I've forgotten the name of the American comedian to whom he made reference. Andy Kaufman. There we go. There is no kind of Andy Kaufman effect. You're not quite in on the joke, if you know what I mean. there is a focus on Review Tech USA, and the last few videos, I think like the last 5 or 6 videos, no, I mean they're not what I would call funny. Um, it's a very strained sort of comedy, and I think that's fine if the killer wants to spend 2 or 3 minutes doing a video like that. Personally, I find the kind of was it stupid news skits, they're quite funny. The ones where he kind of reads out a statement and then pushes the paper into a ball and throws it at the camera. Those can be a bit funny because those videos, they are peculiar to that particular character. So you won't find any other videos on YouTube where that the person, the comedian, the quote unquote comedian, expresses that kind of personality. The unboxings I really like. Some of the skits are quite well written, even the controversial ones to do with imitating people from the American South. I also think that part of his success has got to do with an appeal to a particular audience. So I think that he is trying to appeal to a relatively, how do I put this, a relatively low level of people on YouTube. And what I mean by that is not to suggest that those people aren't intelligent or that those people don't harbour special interests. It's just that it's easy to get into is what I really mean. And the thing is, if you're going to develop a following on YouTube, you do really want to appeal to a relatively low level. It's not highbrow stuff. Which is a bit of an interesting way of doing things if you are then going to make an appeal to a kind of avant-garde what's the word I'm looking for? Esoteric comedy, which he says he does. And there are some theories out there that he is doing that just as a kind of front, so that he can say whatever he likes without, causing quote-unquote offence to people, even though people do take it in an offensive way. So who are his viewers is my question. And I think that the new channel is interesting because in a way we are testing the waters to see what the potential size of the killer's audience can be. And I think that his previous channel was at 20,000 subscribers. I don't doubt that over a period of time he will be able to get there again. But I have to wonder what kind of channel his will be once he gets there. So will he be making a broader appeal? Is the growth in subscribers based entirely on controversy, and whether or not that is a sustainable approach? Whether or not he will get flagged down again in the future because he makes some sort of very controversial video? We'll have to wait and see, really. But yeah, so this is the an introduction, if you like, to season 2 and of my channel, my channel series on the killer. And I do find him quite interesting, and I do find the subject matter quite interesting. So, as I say, we'll see. My prediction is really that he will just continue in the same direction. It will be this kind of laboured Review Tech USA comedy. Hopefully he will upload a few more of the previous unboxing videos. Those were quite good. The 2 that he put up recently, one was to do with the XI console. I thought that was quite good, especially because you don't tend to see that kind of thing. And the other was the Genesis. And I do actually hope that he does an unboxing of an original Sega CD with the tray loading system, because that would be very cool to see. Maybe a bit of an expansion about the character, so bringing in other aspects of the character. Does the character have a job? His girlfriend is he infers that he has a girlfriend, and he alludes to a female character. So that would be interesting, maybe to see a bit more involvement from her. I also liked he did one video where it was outside, and it was to do with kind of being in a cafe, I think. And I thought that was also quite interesting, bit of a change of context. So I think there's room to expand the character, definitely. Thank you very much for your kind attention, everyone. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I have a Patreon page as well. I will continue to do my little audio broadcasts as well, audio recordings, audio books. The How to Win Friends and Influence People video seems to have done a bit better than I thought it would do, and that's good. So I will probably continue with that soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another recording. Okay, great. Good night, everyone, and I will catch you in the next video.